Hi everyone, this is Dr. Karen Brambila. Hope y'all are having a wonderful day. So this video is meant to give some information to those of you that are coming in for a consultation to kind of know what to be ready for, or if you're just curious about it. So I'll be throwing a little bit of information about what biomagnetism is, what it'll be like during the consultation and the therapy, and what to do afterwards. So biomagnetism is predominantly used more in like Europe, Spain, Japan, Mexico, Australia. It's not so common here in the US, but we're hoping that changes soon. So anyone that wants to learn, I always invite you because we definitely need more practitioners in this field. So Dr. Richard Broingmeyer, who was a physician for NASA, started to notice that the astronauts were coming back and there was a little bit of deformity happening. There was a discrepancy in the length of the foot or etc. And so long story short, they discovered that it's because of the electromagnetic field that is in our planet and is absent in space. So with that said, he started to explore a little more and he discovered that we do have a south and a north pole, and we can utilize neodymium magnets with at least a Gauss of 1000 to neutralize our pH. So it's really beautiful because it really comes down to the basic of the cell, right? It impacts our pH, and it basically tries to restore function to our body. And the beauty is when you provide the correct pH to our body, it will function, it will restore, it will repair. Our body is incredible. So the way that I do my practice, I think each practitioner is a little bit different. So with me is, you'll come in, tell me a little bit about what is happening, what you're feeling, if there's any diagnosis, if you want to bring anything in for me to analyze, please do so. I'll take a dive at that, and then I do what's called a bioenergy scan. So that's when I dive in and I try to figure out what is happening. With that, I would get a combination of biomagnetic pairs. So there are too many to mention, but essentially, leave that to me. That's what I studied for. So I come up with a game plan and say, okay, based off of this is what I'm picking up on in my bioenergy scan. We're going to be putting these combinations. I love to turn you into Iron Man and Iron Woman. So you will be covered from head to toe. Each practitioner is different. I hear some people do bisection. I personally think that if you want to allow the body to work at its optimal self, then you have to look at everything. So with each consultation, I look from head to toe, right? From brain function, organ function, neurotransmitters, hormones, etc., etc. Why? Because our body works, together. Each organ, communicates. So in my personal point of view, through my studies in kinesiology and, physiology, neuroscience, and all these beautiful fields, we work synergistically. So we got to look at all components in order to get the best result. So I use some of my designs. I'll be putting hats and face masks and gloves and knee braces and cover you with a whole bunch of other magnets around you. So don't be surprised if you end up with anywhere from 50 to even 90 magnets on you. I like to go big or go home. Not only do I treat what you're coming in for, and I always like to do maintenance work because I think it's super important, right? Every organ needs to kind of get a little loving to work and maintain itself, right? It does a lot of work every day to keep us healthy, so let's give it some love. So either way, the type of magnets that I use, so neodymium, these are actually made for me. I'm super excited. I actually have my line in China. They make them for me, and I love it. I get to, say what size, what Gauss, and I get all of the quality reports from the engineers, so that it's good quality. Now, the ones that I use are N45s, which are the big ones that I kind of place throughout the body. The rest, most of my designs, like the hat, the face mask, and all that stuff, they're from N52 magnets. Those are the strongest in the world. You can't get any better than that, I should say. So these alone actually are quite strong. So if you notice, right, this is one magnet, you put the opposite polarity, so this is the positive, and you put a negative, you create an electromagnetic field, boom, it will trespass tissue, bone. It is absolutely amazing. but they are strong, so I have to be really careful. So you'll just sign a consent giving me permission to put them on. I promise I haven't pinched anyone. I am very careful. If anyone, I'll pinch myself before you get pinched. And I always put metal around so that it attaches, and if you wiggle, no problem, you will not get pinched. So once I cover you from head to toe, right, I'll figure out how long you need to be there, try to make you as comfortable as possible. You can wear anything that you're comfortable in. Some people ask me, what do I wear? Anything you're comfortable with. There is no specific attire. The comfier, the better. After that, I take off the magnets, disinfect, XYZ. You come up slowly, tell me how you're feeling. Every person is absolutely different. So I get some people that on the spot, they start feeling things, right? Because your body is responding. This is instantaneous. This will start to neutralize your pH on the spot. I mean, there's videos that I've seen where as soon as you create an electromagnetic field, pathogens get drawn to it, right? You have parasites and bacteria and fungus and all these wonderful stuff, right? The viruses, they get drawn to it, and then your body says, oh yay, time to eliminate. So I've seen some incredible stuff happening. People get hot, people get cold, people start to discharge mucus, people start to say, I can't feel my hands, I can't feel my legs. So each person is different. And then there's the lovely population that loves to fall asleep, and they just drift off into a really pleasant night. And they really enjoy it. They say they come in for their nap time. So we'll see how you respond. 24 to 48 hours after, it's what's called the healing crisis, healing journey, however you want to call it. That is when your body is doing its thing. So I can't tell you what you're going to feel because you are unique. I am unique. Each one of us is so unique. So each person has their own experience. Some people feel nothing. Some people will feel super sore and say, I feel like I just ran the marathon again. Some people, they say it's really hard to stay awake. I feel super relaxed in a good way. Some people might be in the toilet for a little bit because they got to discharge some stuff, or there's a lot of mucus coming out. Or on the other side, there's some people that feel great, even hours after. So each person, has its lovely journey to undergo, a healing journey. So, I can't really say what you'll feel, but hopefully it'll be nothing but good. And then after the 48 hours, that's about it. Anything else, it's not a healing crisis. It's more of just your body, right? So it's really important for everyone to keep in mind that, I always say, you are the healer. You are the one with the power. Your body is the one with the vital energy that can restore. Nothing can do that but you. So what we do is we try to provide the correct environment to your body for it to do its thing. And trust me, our body is the most incredible thing out there. There is nothing that produces more energy than us. We are made out of atoms, and atoms are 99.9 energy. So we are 99.9 energy. So we use energy to treat energy, and it's amazing, I promise you. So for those of you that are coming, I'm super excited. For those of you that are interested, come on through, reach out if you want a quick sample. I'm happy to do so. And lastly, super important, afterwards, a lot of water is necessary. If you can magnetize your water, even better. And I'll create a video, I promise, soon about that. But I always magnetize my water, helps me so much more. And if you could please switch your toothbrush, because pathogens love to live there. It's just good practice, but especially after a session, you really, really want to make sure they're out of there. And lastly is your bed sheets. Oof, that hair is in the way. The bed sheets, if you can please switch your bed sheets, that would help a lot. Again, pathogens love to find little spots to hide. So those three things, if you can, as a bonus, if you can make some time to get some rest, or just meditate, or just take deep breaths, right? Just let your body do its thing and allow it its vital energy. I always say our body's like a battery. Everything we do takes energy, right? Blinking, thinking, even an emotion. We get upset, we get happy. That takes energy. Digesting, whatever it is, right? So the more that we can preserve in certain areas, we allow our body more energy to do what it needs to do to get us to the best shape that we can possibly get to. So I hope that was a little informative. I'll be creating more videos with more detail, going into more of the science behind it, for those of you that are interested. But hopefully this gives some insight, and I look forward to hopefully seeing a lot of you coming through, and let's see how your experience is. Goodbye.